This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
For too long we've let drop tuning dominate our lives as guitarists. I'm saying let's bring lift tuning to the forefront. What is lift tuning, you ask? Well, instead of tuning our guitars to E or E flat or drop D or whatever, I've tuned this guitar to F, as in F standard. So we've gone up a semitone. It actually does sound pretty cool, I think. Let me know if you figured that sounded any different or not. Now, aside from being a semitone sharper, there are some other things that this is doing, right? So I used to, as a kid, really like the sound of like a capo and playing chords that I knew with a capo because they now sound a bit fresher, whether they're higher up the neck or in other keys. Well, both of those things would be true. Also, it just seems like if you play an E chord with a capo somewhere different on the neck, it just seems to have a different quality, right? Yes, it's in a different key. Yes, it's higher up in the register, but it also, you know, is exciting something different in my head when I'm playing an E and something else is falling out of it. Do you feel that way or not? I don't know. Maybe not. But, yeah. I thought, actually, this could be a thing. I could probably go up an extra half a step or something like that, but obviously with a trem, there's a limit to how far you can go on this. But I might put on some 8 strings on it and then go even higher. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Have you ever tried that, or have you ever heard of anyone trying that sort of thing? I know obviously you get people tuning in fourths, which would give you these 2 notes here being similar, I think. But the rest of the guitar would normally be in E. Or do you just stick a capo on and have a go on that? I guess the downside with that would be that capos kind of actually wreck the fret that they're on. But yeah, tuning guitar to F, lift tuning. What gave me this idea was this guitar has nines on it, and the tension is a little bit maybe low for me, and I prefer the feel of tens. So I thought, actually, I don't know, it was a silly thought that I had. Why don't I tune this thing up? That's going to necessarily increase the string tension, but also, we're very used to the idea of tuning things down. Drop tuning and all that. We don't ever talk about up tuning. I don't know. Is this a thing? I remember when I was a kid, one of the things that I really liked kind of noticing was how different things sounded with a capo. And there is this idea, I remember a teacher at school who said like there does seem to be a key that a thing belongs in. And although you can play the same thing in different keys, they definitely do have different sounds. You don't have to get full Jacob Collier on this, but for instance, when I'm now playing in the tuning of the guitar, which is like the open kind of E sound, right? Either E major or E minor, which is kind of a naturally quite a resonant thing that's happening on the guitar because you've got lots of open strings. Now I'm playing in F major, which is actually one of my favourite keys. Or if I play in E minor, I'm now playing in F minor, right? Or if I play in G, I'm playing in A flat essentially now. Quite used to the idea on a strat of folks tuning to E flat. That's definitely a thing. What about tuning to F? Why not give that a go? What it does give us access to is kind of some of the in-between keys that I like to play in anyway, sort of like the A flats, the F sharps. So if we were playing in F now, we'd have the sound of essentially G flat or F sharp major. Maybe things just sound a little bit brighter as well. We've got a bit more string tension. You, in theory, think that might make things sound a bit brighter, but I'm just loving the something about it. It's not like I don't like playing guitar normally. Don't get me wrong. Could also be a really good practice tool because if you tried to play the things you already know, but using this where you're tuned up a step, or if you want to try tuning down half a step to E flat, then you basically have to play things in a different way to what you're used to. It could be a really good thing, like a baritone guitar, a different tuning, All these things can nudge us in a direction, and I think why not? You know, something super simple, just tuning up half a step to F. So what have we got? We got F, B flat, E flat, A flat, C, F. I think it has a really cool sound. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever heard of someone doing that? Why would they do it? Why wouldn't they? Give it a go. Cheers.